So, did you ever think it was going to finally get to the senior year?
It's come pretty fast, actually. I was excited for it, sad for it, mixed emotions. But time flies, it really does. There's certain things that it's like, oh, this is my last whatever, but I'm excited for it. It's my last chance to go out the right way, and I'm going to do everything I can to do that.
The end of last year, the way that the game ended and the way that the season ended, how long did that stay with you, and how much impact did that have on your personal preparations for this season?
Honestly, the last 2 years are still with me. Those aren't things that just go away. When you come here and you're as competitive as players as we are, it's those types of things stick with you, and those are the things that motivate you and challenge you. And coach is going to use it every single practice. If we missed a rebound or we missed a layup, whatever it may be, he's constantly going to remind us of it. So it's not going to go away.
Personal goals for this season other than winning a championship? Do you have anything other than winning the championship?
Yeah, there's always going to be something. One that I say every single year is trying to become more of an consistent shooter, consistent scorer, trying to keep the defense honest. Something else, I've tried to work on ball handling. I still have a ways to go, and being able to get to the rim and being able to handle more contact. There are sometimes I would take it to the rim, but I'd get hit or I wouldn't finish. So I need to really try to work harder at that.
The team is still young, but it seems even the younger players are very mature this year. How much do you see your leadership role changing? I mean, you had a lot of on-court leadership last year. There was not a lot of, Tiff was the only one that was the senior, and you and Caroline decided. What do you see as different this year as a leader on this team?
Obviously, we have different personnel. Some people left and graduated, and we have new players. And like you said, they're already pretty mature. And that was our big downfall last year: is maturity and focus. And as a senior, you're expected to do everything perfect. And if you don't, you better be ready to be called out for it. And that's part of it. We know that. And the big thing as a senior or a leader is being able to push through it. Coach is always going to be on you, and he's going to put it on your shoulders. If so-and-so screws up, it's your fault, whether you're on the court or off the court, because whatever the reason may be. But the biggest thing for us is being able to push through it. We get tired. We had 8 people today, and he doesn't care. That's the hard part. He's going to be harping on you. He's going to be on you, and that's the part where you have to lift up and bring everybody together and stay positive and that type of thing.
As a senior, when you have a heralded class like this freshman class, is it any more difficult to abuse them?
I'm not a huge person on seniority stuff. There's a few things, like if I want the front seat in the car, maybe. I'm not big on that type of thing, so they're all right.
What do you think about the way that the Big East is set up, the way this year? The teams have improved. It's not just you. Louisville got those returning players that were injured. Notre Dame is always Notre Dame. Do you see anything different other than it's ever been in terms of competition?
If anything, I'm sure it's better. At least I would hope so. You want your competition to be that much better than they were the year before. When this basketball kind of gets the rep of it's boring to watch, or it's not competitive, or it's not aggressive, and this is our chance to make it something more than what everybody else thinks it is. So it's more fun when your opponents are competitive and good teams. So I'm hoping it's even better.
Everybody talks about the Baylor game. I'm looking at the schedule and I'm saying, you guys got to be looking at Stanford and what happened the last time you guys went out to Maples and the streak that they still got going, and saying that that's the first one on the list that you really want to take out.
Oh yeah, and we have some before that, so we know and we're coached and we're taught to take one game at a time and one practice at a time. And there's obviously the ones that stand out that are necessarily the bigger games. And yeah, teams like Stanford, Baylor, Notre Dame, all those teams are all going to give us a challenge, whether it's home or away. And those are the types of things that we talk about with maturity and focus, that type of thing, that's going to really come into play whether or not we're going to be able to tell whether or not we have it or we don't.
Good luck.